they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed it, blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Green 18. I got one. Check nine. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Back north. Let's go. Pick it up, G.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They get Elton Jenkins, the second rounder from Mississippi State. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Defense, let's go. Watch twins. Check 43.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 18. They don't get it all back there, but they do get 8, and it sets up a 3rd and 15. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Watch it. Safety's gripping. He's checking.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down. Green 18. Get the ball. Watch the safety creep. Right now. You got 58. Whip. Watch the whip. Switch.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
That defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alec Ogletree. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong foot.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You better be afraid of me now.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now Saquon Barkley. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Jones. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Check Topper! Ready?
And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Check. Box it. Watch out.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Giants' 47.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers complete to Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
It's a gain of 10.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On first down, Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We can climb. Alert 3. Say. Shoot.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. A throw caught by Kumaro. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line.
A gain of 12.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. To throw is Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
27, Mike, 27.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On second down, here's Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, we got this, we got this. General West. Hey, Zoo.
Now Jones. That's caught. It's Coleman. He's at the 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Coleman. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Kelly, so much Kelly. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Begin.
Now Rodgers to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw on second down. Jones, he completes it to Tate. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Barkley. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Get in the weight room.
61, matchbox lights.
On the toss, there goes Gallman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Check 3, check 3.
5.
Hey, 88. Jim. 47. I'm coming. Mike's 47. I'm coming.
Rodgers will try again on second down. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, team 6.
Back north. Slam. Kill. Out. Jump out.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Geronimo Allison the target there. But now it'll be third down. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrich Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Barkley. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Flush to his right. It's caught by Coleman. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Check. Check hot route. 6-6. Pull it high. Light. Snap.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 34 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Plant.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. In your face.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Slide.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Check 37. Check 37. Ready.
They'll run with the backup. This is Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Jim. Rock. They
stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Go. Bravo. Rush in. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Boyle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
And bring it. 47's the minute.
Looking to throw on second down. Boyle. Wide open receiver complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Zipper!
Here we go again. Mike's 40.
Hey, Echo!
Mike's 47. And let's get
From the gun on third down. Boyle. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
To throw on second down. Boyle. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On third down, Boyle. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time.
That's caught at the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Get it.
A toss out to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Down. 10-2 stop.
All right, D, let's. All right, D. Watch twins.
Blue draw Corkers. Ready?
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Watch that 61. Matchbox lights. Big rip.
Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a man open down the middle of the field. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Switch.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On 2nd down now. Barkley, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, Barkley. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here I come. Ready.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery. Boyle. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
6-6, bullet high. Look, squeeze.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 52.
Hit it.
Throwing again. Boyle. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger.
Let's go.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
Let's go. Go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.